Hey, my Padawans. How are you guys doing tonight? It's a sad day. We lost the Iceman. Now, I woke up to the news that Val Kilmer had passed away. And I haven't talked about it all day because I was doing some other stuff, but it was really sad. He was only 65, and please forgive me because I am sort of emotional. I am drinking my Coors. I get emotional. You guys know how I am. I know somebody says that I don't have that, but that's not true. For Iceman, I'm gonna be drinking all night for Iceman. So he died at 65 of pneumonia. Now we knew that he was sick. Okay, he's been sick for since 2014? It's been a long time. The throat cancer. And I guess he didn't die from cancer. But it could have been that the cancer spread to his lungs, and it didn't help when he got sick, and maybe the medicine wasn't working anymore. I don't know, but I just want to start by saying, when first I saw Val, it was not Top Gun. It was Real Genius. And I watched it at the movies. I think it was 1985. Real Genius is a great movie. He's a scientist. He's really smart, but he acts like a fool, and he drinks and he parties, and nobody can figure this guy out. They think he's really stupid, but he's actually a genius. Makes a lot of sense to me. And I love that movie. All these films with Val Kilmer, I watched at the movie theater when I was a kid. So in 1985, I went to see Real Genius at the movies, and I love that film. That is one of my favorite Val Kilmer movies. Just the music at the end with, Tears for Fears, and the whole laser thing, and the institute, and they're like nerds and geeks, but they still get the girl, It's really awesome. That movie was so cool. And I picked up a couple of movies that I have. I don't have Real Genius on Blu-ray, but then I think in I think it was 1988, Willow, where he plays Mad Mardigan. And I watched this at the movies too. His character, I thought it was amazing, with Willow, Warwick Davis. And of course, this is a George Lucas, Lucasfilm production with Ron Howard. But for me, Val Kilmer in Real Genius was just so cool, man. I love that movie. And you might be surprised. I like Real Genius more than Top Gun. I know. Make fun of me. Cheers, bro. This is just sad. It's just sad. Where's my Coors? Well, I still have some in here, but I'm drinking for Val tonight. So I got Top Gun here. This is the steelbook of Top Gun. I have it sealed in plastic. I am a collector. I collect steelbooks. So here's Top Gun. I can't believe that Tom Cruise it still looks like he's in his 20s. You know, this guy must be a vampire. His cameo in Maverick was incredible. It made me cry. You know, I wasn't really a big fan of Iceman in Top Gun. I thought he was kind of like an asshole, but like through the movie, for me, you know, it was Tom Cruise. But again, you can't. These films are classics. You can't beat them, bro. You know. Anyway, Val Kilmer, he had the throat cancer, and you guys know why he had it. I don't even want to bring it up. It's sort of dirty, and we all knew that he was sick. We knew he was sick. I can't believe that he died until he was 65. I thought he was gonna die like 10 years ago. So it wasn't a big surprise or anything. I wasn't like you know, like surprised or shocked. But I do have to make a complaint about Willow, the Disney series, because you know Willow never had a sequel, but they do have a sequel on. Well, they removed it, but Disney Plus did the Willow TV show, and I hate TV shows, but of course Disney fucked that up. In the show, you have still Willow married and everything, but Matt Mardigan has disappeared, and he has a lesbian daughter and a gay son, and the queen is left all by herself in the castle, and he's a deadbeat. Why does Disney always make these guys deadbeat? Why? Han Solo was a deadbeat. In The Force Awakens, he abandoned Princess Leia and his son. And in this Willow, you know, Val Kilmer is not even there, but they kind of, you wanted season 2, and I thought that he was going to make an appearance in Willow, but he never did. And I guess he read the script and he thought, you know what, Disney, fuck off. You know, my daughter's not gay, my son's not gay. They made it really gay. And then the series wasn't even about Willow. It was about his daughter being the hero, you know? So Disney fucked up Willow, and I will never forgive Disney for that. I've never talked about this before on my channel. It's so stressful, man. Let me go get another course. Hold on. All right, I got my course. So I mean, he wasn't really classic myth. Again, I have these. I have Top Gun, Willow, and now let's talk about Batman, because I know a lot of people are gonna get pissed off. I have Batman Forever right here on this old cardboard DVD that I really love. And this film, Batman Forever, I watched it at the movies 3 or 4 times. And it gets the most hate. It's the most hated movie on any Batman. You know, the critics hate it. But I love this film. For me, Val Kilmer was, well, the second best to Tim Burton and his movies. But I thought he was an amazing Batman. I really love this movie. I love this movie so much. You know, and it's not just Val Kilmer. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think he's better than George Clooney and Christian Bale and all these dumb, violent films like The Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. I hate those movies. Those movies are terrorist driven. I hate that Joker. It's too realistic. It's too violent. It promotes gun violence, and I hate those movies. This is more comic book style, okay? And this is more closer to the comics with the Riddler and Two-Face, you know, and Poison Ivy. And you have Robin in this movie. You have Robin. Where the hell is Robin? This is the last time. I think this is the last time we saw Robin. So he was an amazing Batman. And I know some people think the new Batman. I forget the name of the new Batman. I'm not a fan. Okay. I'm just not a fan of the Dark Knight series. You know, the let me have some more course. The Christopher Nolan movies are too extreme. Christopher Nolan took it too far with the terrorism, with the explosions, with the guns, with the, you know, even that, I think that was the first time that the Batmobile had guns and killed people. That is just wrong, okay? Batman would never do that. But Val Kilmer was really, I thought he was a real good Batman. That's just me, you know, my opinion. And I really love this movie. I think it's a classic. But again, the critics hated it. So, I mean, this is all I got. I only have 3 movies right here. I'm missing Real Genius and Tombstone, okay? Doc Hollywood in Tombstone. Doc Hollywood was badass, man. He always played like these cool characters, you know, like these really cool, I mean, he was just fucking cool. Probably he was like really cool off screen, and because he always had this presence, this like, you know, hey, I'm like, sort of like, you know, I'm a cool dude, but I'm kind of like, you know, I rule, you know, he was like the boss, all right? But in Willow, he was sort of like a criminal. I mean, that's different. But I mean, in the Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, I think he's a general or something. I don't know. I don't remember. He's some sort of, he's in charge of the program. And I mean, he's at the top level. And that scene in Top Gun Maverick where Tom Cruise meets him there, and they have this really interesting conversation, like friends. Like you can tell they were friends for a long time, for like 30 years, you know. And that was so great. That was so great. But it's sad. It's sad that, you know, he got, you know, his voice. I saw a video today where he wore the, like for the last time, I think it was on Insider or TMC or something, where he wore the mask, the Batman mask for like the last time. That was really moving. It was really sad. I think George Clooney sucks at Batman, and I think the new Batman blows, and I hate the Christopher Nolan Batmans. For me, the last good Batman was this movie, all right? Batman Forever. I think that was the last great movie. Okay, you got Batman, you got Batman Returns, and I just don't think that Batman should be a vigilante and that he should be a criminal and be killing people. I just don't believe that. Okay? No matter how far, you know, the Joker pushes him, or the Riddler, or Bane, or whatever, you don't do that. That's not a good message for kids. Okay? So, anyway, I'm just sad, man. I'm just sad tonight. I think I met him a couple of times. I think I met him a couple of times at the Comic-Con. I think he was promoting something. It could have been this movie, because I do have the pins that they gave me at the Comic-Con in the 90s. It was like back in the 90s. But I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Tombstone tonight. He did other work, you know. But I'm just talking about his, his most sort of famous roles. And I know that Real Genius wasn't really like a success. It wasn't really like a big box office success or anything. I know that Top Gun is that's where he became sort of like, known and famous. But to me, and how did he get the cancer? I don't want to bring it up because it's really disgusting, and I don't want to blame it on anyone, but I know that he did things that he wasn't supposed to do, like probably a lot of smoking and drugs and sex and stuff, and he probably didn't take care of himself that well. But we knew that we sort of knew that he was dying, not dying, but like not in very good health. So I don't know what else to say. He was a really cool dude. Like in real life, he was really, he gave me that California vibe, that surfer, that cool surfer kind of guy vibe. He kind of gave me that, like a California thing. But he was really cool. And it's really sad that he died like that. Pneumonia, or whatever you call it, like pulmonary infection, whatever it is. And I thought he had good doctors, got some money, but I guess the cancer doesn't help. And it was hard to listen to his voice when he was, in interviews and in the cameo and Maverick. It was really sad to listen, the way he was talking, like, he couldn't talk. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. I just want you to know that I feel emotional for that, okay? I'm always honest with you guys. I always tell you guys the truth. And that's all I'm gonna get fucking faded tonight and probably go play some sabak, a Star Wars sabak. Val Kilmer, rest in peace. We miss you, bro. And may the force be with you. Bye.